As a grown person, some of y'all need to realize there has to be a point in my life, whether it's when I'm ready or rather it come when life just going hard and I ain't ready, but I know I got to make a change. Like it's it has to get to some point in your life where you sit down and realize I have to be honest with myself about what I do and don't know. I have to be honest with myself about what I have and what I don't actually have. I have to be honest with myself about what my flaws and shortcomings are and what I'm good at. I have to be honest with myself about the state of my life and where I want my life to be at. I have to be honest with myself about what I want people to think about me and what they actually think based on my fucking track record. I got to be real with myself about the things in my life based on my choices that didn't go right and the things that did go right based on my choices. Like at some point as adults, like whether you planned for it or you didn't, and you just like in a low space, fucked up, and like something got to give, you got to sit down, male, female, early 20s, late 60s, and be honest with your fucking self, like about the state of your life and what you need to change and what you need to be on. I hope y'all genuinely understand what I'm explaining. Definitely. Definitely. Somebody said honesty hurts. The honesty that really fucking hurt is when you being honest with yourself. Thank you, Duchess, because he on some other stuff. Like at some point, y'all gotta sit down and be real with yourself about how much money you actually got, how emotional you really are, how far off from where you want to be you really are. Like a lot of y'all not being real with you. Exactly. I call it tallying the fuck up. If you need a one-on-one phone call, one-on-one session with me, text 678-965-0698. But I'm telling y'all, like, this is the time of the year when you do it. Like, instead of getting caught up in the holidays and pretending like you're more successful than what you really are, acting like your life is in a place where you want it to be when it's really not, acting as though you have people around you that are helping you move forward and are serving what you got going on, bringing stuff to the table when they're not. Like, this is the time of year to evaluate all of that shit. Some of y'all, like, this the time of the year you need to make a diet change. Some of y'all, this is the time of year you need to make a mindset change. Like the stuff you think about and the shit you be on, it's not nothing that goes with where you're supposed to be at right now. A lot of y'all got to let go of them overly religious beliefs that this shit is already written by a higher power and this was supposed to happen to me when all the shit going on in your life right now is based on your choices. And a lot of them are poor, which is why you unhappy with where you're at. A lot of y'all, you've been telling yourself for years, like it's your baby daddy or your baby mama fault that stuff going the way it's going in your life. Like a lot of y'all, you spend more time watching somebody else and worrying about what kind of parent they is to y'all kids rather than being the best parent you could be. A lot of y'all really believe just sitting up spending every day around your kids makes you a good parent when you don't got a fuck thing to give them. A lot of y'all believe you get some sort of award for sitting around saying you've done nothing for yourself because you've done everything and given all your time to your children and wasted your life. You're miserable, unhappy, overly emotional, judgmental of everybody else because they're not doing what you're doing, which is neglecting self to try to pour into your children instead of giving them the tools and things they need to be their own person, and then they will be good regardless. A lot of y'all, man, now is the time to actually set some goals. It's a lot of y'all, you come into money, you fuck it up every time because you have no plan or structure for it. I do budgeting Zooms. You haven't gotten in one yet. You don't have a real structure for giving yourself permission what to spend your money on. Budgeting is not nobody else's rules for you. It's your rules for yourself. And see, the thing about life is if you don't set some guidelines, some rules, some standards, a bar for yourself, life gonna set it for you. Or you gonna get people in your life that they gonna see you don't have anything for yourself to be on, so they gonna make you get on what they own. A lot of y'all don't even realize that. People have made their way into your life that are narcissists, that are self-absorbed, and they've been able to get you to assist them with their agenda. And then y'all go sit and feel sorry for yourself like they did something to you. No, your ass got just what the fuck you was gonna get with the mindset that you have. Poor choices. Poor choices come from lack of tallying up, too much emotion, not enough action, not enough planning, too much running around, too busy out in the world rather than being in you and figuring out what you actually want. It's a lot of y'all, every person you get around, what you want for your life changes based on them. So the world running you, the people around you running you. You sit and watch stuff on these apps. You look at what other people got, and then you judge or set standards in your life based on that. And the problem with that is it can be motivation for those that actually know self. But for those of y'all that you don't have no discipline, no actual plan, no real traction for how you're gonna move, no get up and go about yourself, all you're doing is sitting there gonna turn yourself into a people watcher or a hater because you're gonna feel miserable about what other people accomplishing and why you're not getting it when you feel like you deserve it and you want it. Definitely lack of boundaries, definitely lack of planning, definitely lack of goals. And a lot of y'all, you lay up every day right next to somebody, they ain't got no goals. That's why you feel okay with not having none. Y'all got friends. They ain't really doing no moving their feet, planning forward progress, talking about solutions rather than grouping up, having trauma bonding parties, talking about the problems and shit. They ain't got none of that going on. That's why you feel comfortable still moving the way you moving. Y'all don't like to get in rooms where people got more going on than you. When I talk about doing Zooms on shit that you know, nobody around you is talking about, y'all hesitant. How much do it cost? But what we gonna be doing that? They drop the new Jordans or the holiday come around or y'all kids want some silly shit. They ain't gonna teach them nothing. You running out and buying that, no cost. I don't care what it costs. I'm gonna make it happen for my babies. Fast forward 10, 15 years, your kid 18, 19, going through the same sucker ass shit you went through, but you know you made it happen for your baby when it came to them Jordans, them clothes, them toys, them holidays and all that shit. You made that happen, but they somewhere just like your ass getting tried by a nigga, getting put out by a bitch, getting cussed out or fired on a job, sitting somewhere crying about the money they got or somewhere making money, but don't know how to level their life up, slave to employment. I'm telling y'all real shit, man. Quiet press. This is the time of the year where the shit you thought you supposed to be on, you supposed to be on the opposite of that. You know how y'all hoes wait to the beginning of the year? They have them all girl group up parties where y'all do vision boards and shit. Bitch, now is the time to do it. You know how you've been telling yourself like, oh, I'm finna set my standards for the new year and shit. Set them bitches now. Start now. Whole year, the people you've been around, if you ain't where you want to be or got the shit that you need to get done, it ain't this day fault. But you need to get around some different people, some different places, some different things to motivate your ass to do differently. I'm telling y'all some real shit, man. A lot of y'all, you're your worst enemy. You're in your own way. Zoom tonight at 9 o'clock on managing emotions. A lot of y'all